Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Full Dive RPG. And last episode, we got some much needed backstory on our protagonist. We knew he quit the track and field club for some reason, very vague on why it was though. And they waited to explain to us what the reason was until after he kind of had a somewhat similar thing happen in the game. Basically, at this point, he had both real life and video game kind of and horribly like significant powerful trauma on both ends. So it was a bit work getting him back into that game, really. Like, yeah, if this wasn't a comedy show, I might expect him to just jump off the nearest building, but it is a comedy show, so we are sticking with the kusoge for now. We had our fairy friend kind of, I think she was making some promises of potential marriage or whatever if he can beat the game. We also got some amazing walkthrough from Kamui, our like the only guy that's known to have beaten the game. So yeah, he's back in there once again. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, let's jump on in 3, 2, 1, play. Bum 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 bum. So yeah, this is pretty much where we left off. We don't wear a lot of clothing, that probably doesn't help. Not that I'm complaining. That sounded like a troll or something. Oh wow, sunlight. How we have missed you. Queen, okay. We're meeting up with royalty. Right after this opening. But hey, the sunlight, you know, that should cheer you up a bit, right? Yeah, I just realized, like, we really haven't had any battles with, like, supernatural monster kind of characters in the show. Like, it's all so far just been dealing with people, like, because I think back in episode 1 they built up like how scary the surroundings of them are, like goblins or whatever being around, but we haven't dealt with them yet. We see them a little bit in the opening, so I wonder if and when that'll be relevant to the plot, and beyond just being a reason why he stays in the town. The tribulation of a killer. A nice place. So the person in this room, Captain Tesla. I'll do my best, I promise nothing. If he gets stabbed, it's not my fault. uh, can I have a towel, sir? Yeah, he looks was that a special trick? So he's an expert on killing, I see. Yeah, I guess that would be a better thing to use. Wow, somebody seems to actually have kind of faith in us and thinking we did not just murder intentionally. This is quite the change of pace. Let it go. Take what you can get, man. Oh, okay, wow. Then what a kind of a turnaround. I mean, yeah, this is the best development that's happened. Like, the only good development that's happened to him. Just manga me. Yeah, she probably still wants to kill you. That probably, yeah, that hasn't changed. So it's not like we're completely out of the woods. Thundering Tesla. But, yeah, more or less a free man, so what do we do now? Still gotta watch your back, though. That childhood friend is still after you. Let's not forget about that. You should pee on her. Well, good thing your opinion doesn't matter, random nobody. Well... Yeah, welcome to reality. You proven innocent, random ignorant people don't care. That is realistic, so... Really shouldn't be surprised. People are the worst, in case you didn't know. You do now. Well, at least you're not, like, going to jail. I mean, that's still technically something. Yeah. She phrased it better than I did. Can never go amiss with some smoke bombs. Wonder if we get a job. Get a part-time job. Well, yeah, that's always an option. I don't know, that guy looks stronger than you might think. I guess, yeah, robbing would kind of negate our no longer worrying about the guards thing. So, yeah, let's have robbery be like plan C. What a rundown building. Kind of reminds me of the one workplace from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, where you could pick up odd jobs. It kind of reminds me of that. Thought she was a fortune teller for some reason. I don't know why. I am not a murderer. I am innocent. Please do not throw rocks at me. Does this man look like he could afford that? Like, have a little bit of critical thinking skills, lady. Underground work camp. Something easy to survive, easy to do, but possibly fun. Do what Brian asks. What does Brian want? I'm a little bit nervous about this job. I feel like it's gonna be something worse than that. Yeah, no. No. This is more or less what I expected. I mean, a paycheck's a paycheck. I mean, it's better than letting him whip you, I guess. He really is a picky killer. A realistic one. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would kill for that job. Yeah, apparently doesn't want a job after all, so. Well, yeah, she's trying to help you and you just kept saying no. Well, you didn't ask. Yeah, what exactly do you expect? Money to fall from the sky? Okay. Casino. Neither am I. Is he the only one in here? Give me money. I'm guessing not. Give us your money. You know, like you helped him out before. Yeah, I didn't know that either, but apparently that's an option. It's a little bit funny. Yeah, you really should like compensate him for that, the trouble you caused him. How do you figure? Not so much for communication. Maybe I actually will murder somebody intentionally here. That'd be something. That is just a terrible nickname. Like, did we expect any differently, honestly? You might be asking for it. This man has more than enough reason to just want to kill someone at this point. You're a good target for that. Okay. Now strangle him. Too bad he doesn't have the fruit knife. Well, she seems encouraging, so let's continue. Oh, you shouldn't have let him out of your grip. Go for the eyes. Stab him. Fingers, nails, dig in there. What fantasy games are you playing? What are you gonna do? Fart on him? Oh god. That's much worse. That could really hurt. Glad to see she's so concerned for his safety. Good dodge, though. Oh, the hair. What do you do? Oh, pinching. Really? What a fight. What's gonna give first? Well, looks like he has a high ground now, Anakin. Oh, who is that? I did not hurt you out of rage. It was an accident. Yeah, did you not see the ghost? It's like a conscious more than a ghost. I don't know if I could ever get used to that. Wonder how many hours he stays logged into this game. Deep, 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 deep down. About that money. I don't know if I could ever feel guilt over killing an NPC. Really? Dead. Money? Yeah, that was agreement, alright. Oh, okay, that worked. Yeah, don't tell him that. Yeah, I just thought it kind of worked out, I guess. It's the best RPG. Oh, title change again? Yeah, we agreed on that money. Use your plan. Why don't you get titles? The title is not part of the goodness, though. But yay, mission accomplished. Melissa's shop. Go to Melissa's shop. Yeah, this is clearly the more respectable establishment. I mean, there's really no choice here, let's be honest. I feel like you probably didn't, but let's go with it. Outfit has one strap. The guy we scammed did not have enough money. It's clearly his fault. He should repent. Kind of waiting for the catch still. What? That's most of our money. Maybe it was technically most of our money before anyway, but... What now? For what? The privilege of leaving alive? Really? The cute girl fee? I will. I signed no agreement to that. I still think we chose the right shop. We did get to speak to the Melissa, so. More life lessons. You know, I play a lot of Aerogas, so that's kind of the logic I go with. The best places have cute girls working at them. So you're not gonna undo that way of thinking I got, so. This is a really scary hallway. I'm still just kind of waiting for Alicia to show up. That's her name. The nostalgia. Yeah, it's there. The weapon that sat there as we killed our best friend with a fruit knife. Oh, that was scary. I mean, I was 90% sure she would show up in this scene, but that still was a scary entrance. Exactly, that was my reasoning. Like, she would know he would show up eventually. Oh my god, that's like 30 gold! That didn't do anything. We got ripped off, didn't we? Defective merchandise. Overpriced defective merchandise. Well, I guess there's that too. Did we... Well, if we could light it with the fire of her fury. Are you saying you tested that knife? Well, how do we get out of this one? Okay, somebody's helping, I guess. Who came to save the day? Looks like a girl. No, that's... Oh, okay, it's her, okay. Mizari-sa. Okay. I didn't think it was her because I thought the hair looked different, but... no, it actually was her. Okay. That's... Your timing is impeccable. We're glad to have you. Please don't chop off my limbs, though. Kaede is still not in the game, though. Like, I don't know if she ever will be, but... Like, I don't see how she could be important enough to be in the opening and ED otherwise. She's had so little screen time. And I'm sure she wants to play a game with her own Iwachan. I mean, why wouldn't she? It's a game. She wears so much less clothing in her fairy form. It's interesting how we show two weapons and then we show the fairy wings. I guess because she just doesn't have a weapon. Yeah, like she hugs him in the ED, so there's got to be a point where she stops trying to kill him, right? Maybe we'll work things out in that scene. Knife versus saw. Ow, I bit my lip. Knife versus saw. Okay, we might have a really cool fight next episode. I mean, literally the title's the two weapons, so that gets my hopes up that we'll have a decent fight. I mean, what wins? A saw or a fruit knife? Or, yeah, I mean, we'll find out next time. Anyway, that was the 5th episode of Full Dive RPG. And as usual, his life is kind of a roller coaster, right? Like, on the one hand, he's a little bit nervous meeting up with this big shot over here, but then he's kind of like acquitted of his crimes, right? And then we're like, yay, no more, we're not going to be mistreated by the townspeople anymore. We won't have to worry about getting locked up or tortured. This is great. And then he finds out that, in fact, the townspeople still very much treat him no differently now that he's been proven innocent. And that's one of the most realistic things we've seen in the game so far. So he has that to deal with, right? The only benefit he has is that he's not going to literally be thrown in jail anymore, which is still some benefit, which would be kind of negated if he did turn to a life of robbery. So even though we're kind of looking for a way to make money, that one I think is pretty much off the table. And also getting a job also seems to be off the table because he's just so freaking picky about what job he takes, right? So the other option, borrowing it, was what we did, and the only other person really know in this show is what's his face? Kinji, something like that. Kinji. Yeah, I don't know why we thought he would be a good person to borrow from. Like, he betrayed us the last time we met him, right? Like, we're not on friendly terms exactly, so I don't know why he was I don't know what we expected from that. Like, we asked him and he literally said no. We did get money in the end from like scamming him out of it, basically, but I don't know why that was considered a good suggestion. Like even though it worked, we didn't even give them much money, like 60 gold. Like that's not a lot. We would have got more money using the whip, but oh well. But I guess that's that. After we did get the money, so the next thing to do was to buy equipment. So we had two options: we either go to the shop with the old man, or we go to the shop with the cute girl. And we have a young man here, so I mean, it's not that hard of a decision, really. And I would have made the same choice, honestly, even if I knew it was probably a trap. Which, I mean, I pretty much knew it was, like, right when we were given the option, right? I knew there'd be some catch. I didn't know what it would be, but I knew there'd be a catch. And yeah, the catch ended up being that we were basically just robbed blind, like, just charged for things that we shouldn't have been charged for. Like, 10 gold fee of just talking to her, right? In addition to being charged more just for being him, essentially, right? The bad rumors and all that, still hiking up the prices. I mean, she was cute. That is true, right? So, I guess it was worth it in the end. We got the equipment, even though it's not a ninja manga, so we couldn't just throw it and have it work. That was a bit of a disappointment, but luckily, I mean, one bit of good news he got was that Misa, names are so hard in this show. Mizarisa, she showed up to help him because he went there to get back there to get a sword, which makes sense because he can't really afford to buy a new one, and he has a perfectly good sword back there. He just has to go get it. The problem is she knew he would go back there at some point, so she just had to wait in ambush essentially. So yeah, luckily he had some help, and now he has a new party member, essentially, I guess. Like, I assume she'll join his party after this. If she cared enough to follow him, to help him, I guess we can consider her a party member at this point. And maybe by the end of this battle, we'll work things out, and Alicia will be a party member too, right? They all seem very friendly in the ED, so I assume that's how it will go, right? If there was ever a time for there to be a bit of a turnaround in her attitude towards the protagonist, it would be now that we're at the scene of the crime and everything. Maybe it's a good chance for it, right? So, we'll see. As far as our fairy friend, Riona, yeah, she really, she is not letting the whole P thing go, is she? Like, she had to have mentioned that at least half a dozen times in the episode, probably more. I think that's just the most interesting aspect of the protagonist's character to her. I think that's what the takeaway from that is, right? Like, anytime an opportunity presented itself, she brought it up. So that's interesting, for sure. I wonder if he will wet himself again at some point in the show. Possibly. It's been established as such an important aspect of his character. I gotta assume it'll happen at least once or twice before the show's over, most likely. So. Yeah, next episode ended off fun. I mean, the end of this episode ended off in a way that really makes me excited to see the next episode. So it's time to just patiently wait for that to come out. So until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.